Afternoon all, Chief Prepper here. Haven't put out any content in a little over a week. For those that have been following the channel, you know that I've been taking care of my aging father. He took a severe turn for the worse Friday morning, or around lunch actually, uh, and then declined quickly and passed away Sunday morning early. Uh, so that responsibility, burden, and that portion of my life is gone. Severe conflicting emotions over it. I'm considering writing a book. I did a quick search. There's 4 or 5 books out, and 3 of them are from the same author. So I'm going to order at least 1 or 2 of them and peruse them or read them to see what they say, and then make a decision from there on whether or not I will try and write a book about this process. Anyway, I can't fucking say anymore about prepping. I'm a medium to advanced prepper, and there's still just a few things that I want to get, but right now they're out of my reach for a while. If you look at the power grid, you definitely need some kind of backup power, and you probably need to consider taking care of something short and quick, as in like something that'll get you through 24 hours, maybe a week. And then you need to have, probably at this point, at least if you're in an area where you're prone to power outages, down trees, thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes. We even get earthquakes now here in this part of Texas. So there's all kinds of information out there if you look for it. Bear Independent has basically said the power grid is fragile, and there's information out there. If the bad guys take out 9 specific substations, then the whole fucking grid comes down. So, and not down for like a couple of days or a week or a year, but like down for a decade. It's called a cold start. You need to invest in stuff for alternative cooking. You need to imagine a world where you don't have instant power, instant heat, no cooling. So just look at shit, do your homework, do your research. Silver's back up. I don't know where it is today. Kind of for the last 4 or 5 days, I haven't had time to really look at it. The last time I looked at it, I think it was up at like 80, 84, some shit like that, and that was yesterday. So this is a mountain of shit against this. I think there's very powerful people who want us divided. It doesn't matter why we don't like someone else. That's what they perpetuate. So, and I can tell you that Facebook is censoring shit, because I tried to make a post about Jill Biden in regards to her husband, and it wouldn't go through. So, since it wouldn't go through there, I'm not going to say it here, but let's just say there was no profanity, but it was labeling her as something. So, if you're in Texas, you need to pay attention to the water. I read a news article from Texas A&M where they did a soil study, and they said most of the Texas soil is 30% drier than it should be. And we have been in drought or extreme drought conditions for the last 3 to 5 years, at least here in San Antonio. And lake levels across the entire state are dropping or have dropped drastically. So there's a thing called the amount of creatures or people that can be sustained by the land. And Texas is getting overrun with people coming out of states that have bad policies, bad taxes, bad everything. And just here in San Antonio, I saw a news article, a news conference saying that 2,500 people a day are moving here. So that's, 2,500 gallons more every day. And at some point, Texas is going to run out of water. You know, the government's talking to you about the data centers and how much power they use, and they're addressing that by seeing if they can authorize micronuclear reactors to power those things so that they're not sucking off the grid. But your electricity bill is going up to help fund that shit. Your gas bill is going up to help fund that shit. A friend of mine in Washington State said in the last year his energy bill has gone up $200 a month. It went up from $400 to $600 this year. So you need to look at the big picture, your immediate area. The best advice I can give you is you have any capability, any money, any way to do it, invest in property out of way with a water source preferably, or somewhere where you can drill a well and get into water. But just because you got well water doesn't mean it's safe to drink. So it'll have to be tested and certified. That's normally required once a year. You know, just think about the whole picture. Try not to get despair and get like just to the point where you can't take it. I can tell you that carrying the cross of caring for my aging father about fucking drowned me. I mean, it about got me. So, you know, everything's better and everything's worse because he's not here. So, but just I don't know what to say anymore. Just you need to be as prepared as you can. You know, economy's not doing good. We're going to be $40 trillion in debt by the end of this year, if not sooner. There's no plan to pay it back or figure out a way. They're trying to get us to where we have a civil war. World War III is trying to happen. You know, it's bad. I mean, if you listen to that shit all the time, it will fuck with you. So I have stopped listening to it. And my recommendation for you is pay attention to things that matter. You know, try not to click on the fucking catchy fucking headlines. Pay attention to the channels that you listen to, and remember why you're listening to them. You're not trying to fucking get told the end of the world is here, but you are trying to find out if, you know, what's happening, I guess, in the information. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share love. Chief Prepper, out.